So, good morning, guys. That seems a little out of focus, but that's okay. So, the first step for today is going to be the first of many classes in a series. So, what I want to teach you today is something that can make your life a lot easier to get your process more streamlined, especially if you have an assistant, because it's going to allow you to see more things and control more things. And we all kind of like to be in control, right? Well, of course we do. So what I'm going to do is share my screen. Um, and hopefully my screen acts right because sometimes it blinks out. So you should be now seeing my screen, which says Google at the moment. So we're going to Google Qualia Connect. Okay. And this is also an app that you can download from your app store on your phone so that, when you're out in the field or you're out showing houses or something and you need it, it'll be there for you. So Qualia Connect, you'll see where it says Connect Digital Real Estate Closing Platform, Connect Overview. We want the digital real estate closing platform because that's software that title companies use. There's about 5 or 6 major softwares. Qualia is probably number one or number two. Um, so it's brought us to this screen. And when you go to look for it in the Play Store, see right here, that Qualia icon is what you're going to look for. So I'm going to do log in, and I'm going to log in like I'm an agent, so that you get the version of what you'll see instead of what title sees. So notice I've got Bell Law, which is my processing software, and Connect. So I'm going to log into Connect. Notice you can join with your Google, your Microsoft, Yahoo. You don't have to create a proprietary one here. You can use your other emails to do it with. So here I'm going to put in my password. And everything is so secure. So it's going to ask me for a code in my email, which is fine. You can also set it for your phone number so that it just and see protect my account. That's two-factor authentication. I'm not going to turn it on for this video, but it has so much security, like asking you for the code. You can put in a phone number and it's going to do um, text it to you. But right now, we're not going to do the two-factor. That's that authentication app or text message to your phone so that nobody else can get in your and have your client's information. So we're going to do skip for now, but you're more than welcome to set that up. So this is my screen. This is what I see as an agent. Um, if I was a real estate agent, should I say, I'm, a title agent. But so orders, it's everything I have open right now. It also drags in, because I'm a processor here, drags in anything I'm working on. So you've got open. So everything you have open, closed, if you have anything canceled, and then all, of course, is everything together. But so this way, everything that you have with us, and honestly, any other title company also that uses Qualia, it'll be in here for you. So open, so you can go to reports and it'll say, hey, where are my files? And it'll give you a report for that. Manage, and you can manage, like right here is where if you're a team, you could invite your assistant so that they're in your same little organization. So for now, what I'm going to do is show you quickly, because I don't want to keep everybody for a long time. The point of learning anything new is for it to be quick, for it to be easy, more convenient, and streamline your life, right? So here we're going to get quote. So you see Bell Law Settlement Services, get quote. It says, hey, do you want a closing disclosure for your buyer? Do you want a seller net sheet, or do you want a title fees only? So today we're going to just dive into title fees only. And it says, hey, what property do you want? So here I'm just going to do the office address. And then it says type. Are you doing a purchase, a refinance, cash purchase? So we're just going to do purchase with a loan. Put our loan amount in. I'm going to say it's 500,000. Purchase price, 550. If you've seen our building, you know that's not the case in Davids County. You can also upload your own photo here. I have one in my regular processing one. So once you get your property in there and your loan type or cash or refinance, you hit next. And this is where I don't like it. It does it, but I want you to be able to have it if you use it with other title companies. So right now there's 97 providers. So, but you're going to go and you really only use Bell Law Settlement Services. So click Bell Law Settlement Services, select next. And it says, who's paying? Please choose an owner's title insurance policy and payer. So who's paying the policy? This is so buyer, seller split, not split closing, meaning they're splitting the title insurance. So this time we're just going to say that the buyer's paying it. An Alta owner's policy, selected, next. Short form, that's a title insurance for lenders. It's selected. You click next. Taxing authority, view additional tax options. This is just recording for your deed because it's automatically going to give that to you also. So click next. And it's going to load up fees for you. So this one says, hey, quote from Bell Law Settlement Services is $7,429.90, but you have to keep in mind it's also got the recording fees in there. So if we chose not to do recording fees, it would be much lower. And for us, we feel like over disclosing is better. So this may be a little higher than what it is when you get to closing, because our theory is, under promise and over deliver. So over disclose, and then that way you could always take fees off or whatnot. So this is giving us a complete quote, right? So down at the bottom, you can print it and keep it, but you really don't need to do that. And I'm fixing to show you why. You can share it with someone else. So you can save it. So we're going to save it. So it's going to save that quote so that when I want to go back to it later, I can do that. See, orders, quotes. So once I hit quotes here, see it says created, the agency. We can click on it. So you're out in the field, you're writing a contract, and you got your title insurance quote and you've saved it. So now it's turned into a contract. So you click on it and you can say order, and it'll send an order directly into our system. Well, of course there it populated. So there it's going to say, hey, do you want to send this order? You can upload a file. So since you're in Qualia, everything is absolutely secured. It cannot be hacked because of the two-step authentication. So you can do upload a file, just like you do with anything else. And it's going to attach that contract. Loan, it'll ask you anything you might know. Contacts, so we need to add a contact, buyer or seller. So we're going to put buyer. First name, I'm just going to put my own name. So let's actually put in my Gmail here. Don't use this. I never check it. It's one of those emails that, you have and you never ever look at it. And then it'll ask you social, if you happen to know it, marital status. So see, it popped up spouse when I said married. So we're going to say unmarried, which we all know I am, but um, messages, new title order for you. So you can actually convey anything you want here. And then you would hit this submit button would highlight. And it goes. It automatically is added into our system. So what I want to show you, once you do that, you're able to look at closing disclosures, seller net sheets, your title fees. But I'm going to take you back to orders just for a minute because I want to show you how you can know and control what's going on with your file. So for instance, I'm going to go to this one right here, Regina. It's also Regina's file. She's one of our top processors. Um, it says, hey, it's in title processing. I want to show you what that looks like. So closing status, it was open November 5th. It's in processing. And this little tracker moves every time something happens significant in the file called milestones. So when we get closing disclosures from a lender, it would move to closing prep, which it'll probably move to closing prep today, and then closing date, post-closing, and complete. The best thing about what Qualia does for you is it tells you what's gone on in the file, and it's going to automatically update you as the agent and your clients, buyers or sellers, depending on who's turned on in here. And you can go in and set your settings if you don't like all those notifications. If you need help setting those settings, we're happy to help you. But it says, hey, here's the order number. Here's the parties on that file, all the buyers, all the sellers. Gerald Hill, Camry Bates, and Gerald don't mind me using his file, I'm sure. And you can say request update. So that's going to send a message to your processor, which also, if you're utilizing text better for us, you have access to them that way and this way. And you can say request update. It says, hey, earnest money, but honestly, this system will automatically email you now earnest money receipts. Conversations that's been throughout you and the processor, any documents that you have uploaded or shared, and the activities on the file. It's not showing me much right now because I'm not actually the agent on this file. But that way, for every file that you have, it's got built-in security. It does automatically update to your client, and it helps you control what's going on in your file so that you know step by step where it's at, whether it's closing prep, post-closing. It's going to automatically do those triggers, those milestones. So when earnest money comes in, it's going to automatically trigger and send you a receipt. And I know that's something you guys want for your files. I'm happy, or any of us, Megan or Kanitha or John, Sasha, we're all happy to sit down with you and show you how this works best for you one-on-one and help you with the features that can be streamlined into your system to make your flow better. Our major thing for 2025 is to make your life easier, not harder. Closing transactions need to be easier. So we want to make it as smooth a process and as safe as possible. We have maxed out security. So any questions, feel free to reach out to one of us, call the office. I'm sure you know the number, but in case you do not, it is 615-840-7444. Thank you guys and have a great day. And I hope everybody has a great Thanksgiving. Try to make myself bigger here. I don't do this well.